so there's no echo.
Hello. How guys doing? This is good old Grandmaster Robin here, and this is the Anonymous Republic Network. And my next here with my good old buddy, partner in crime, Zero. Zero, how you guys doing, man?
I'm just here, man. You invited me to this. We're going to see if we can get somebody else in here to actually get a legitimate debate going on, but most of the times, people don't legitimately want to debate about this topic. People just want to say their piece and think they're right and walk away. Whenever.
Well, this is a topic that anybody can comment in. There's a comment section. You guys can the viewers can comment on their so. This is about a debate, kind of a discussion over flat Earth against round Earth. It's a debate, a discussion that's been around for as long as time itself. Now, it's in there with the theory is about, is the sun evolving around the Earth, or is Earth evolving around the sun with other planets? Okay, for example, the Moon, Saturn, Neptune, got it. So there's been debates, discussions, arguments, try to prove a case here, close to almost like evolution versus creatism. Okay. Now, I've always liked these discussions because it gives a person an open mind like myself to hear both sides, no matter what the theory is. Because I can hear both sides. One side has their case, other one does the same thing. Now, Zero, there's been a huge argument since dawn of time. You don't know that.
I'll do evolution versus Darwinism versus creatism. Is that the way you said it?
Evolution.
I'll do that one first. That sounds simple.
It's evolution and creatism. Creatism is where people believe, and
it's quite simple. Even in our history books, we are told that as humans evolved, the previous ones were wiped out by the evolution states. So that automatically explains why we don't have half ape, half man. Exempting the human Z that has been scientifically created. So since that one was very simply explained really quick about the reason why there's no half ape, half man in the middle of evolution, it's simply because the superior evolution race, every time humans evolved, took that next step, they annihilated the previous one. That's recorded history, people. So that one's very simple. Your next one, another one which was very simple was about the Earth revolving around the sun versus the sun revolving around the Earth.
Yeah.
So that one's explained by astronomy through thousands of years of studying the actual stars in the sky, knowing that this technical dot is a planet, all these dots are planets. Watching how they move, we have actually legitimately scientifically figured out that we are chasing the sun. So that one has been automatically squashed as well.
Yeah, Galileo has also proved that when he did his telescope, which is in a museum. And he was actually, I say, pardoned by John Paul II, because the church back in Galileo proved that the sun is dab in the middle, and every planet is in different rotations, but at the same time, but different speeds. And that's been proven. But even though it's been proven, he was put on house arrest the time, also, they were threatening to put him to death over something that they couldn't prove themselves.
I apologize for interrupting you, but I realized how far back the YouTube video is, and I just looked at the comments to answer the basic question of why the sun technically does not have a tail like a comet would, is because of gravity, Mr. Flat Earther. That's something you don't technically believe in. Gravity moving a force does not cause it to disperse from itself or degenerate. A object moving against gravity, such as a comet or an asteroid, causes the tail and the debris. Gravity is a very strange force. The stronger the gravity, the less recoil. Yeah. Diving into a black hole will be instantaneous for anybody viewing it, but for you, it will be infinite. Gravity is a very strange concept.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's like when Newton, Isaac Newton, the apple fell down him in the head. Discovered gravity. Okay. Or did he really discover gravity? Well, it's like a free fall. Like the apple from the tree was free.
And I do believe that pertains to both of his comments there.
Yeah.
Are you viewing your video?
Yeah.
Okay, so that means he ran away before I could even answer his question. So continuing forward.
Well,
see, this is the problem I run.
You look at gravity. say now space. There's gravity. You hold. It's weird out in space, but here on Earth, everything is
sustainable. It's sustainable. It's constant because we're not in an influence of where gravity can be a null factor. We're constantly pulled by the Earth. There's a nice little game. I can't remember the actual name of it, but you're an asteroid that's trapped. You're a rocket ship. I think it's Rocket Ship Simulator, and you actually drive, and you have to get out of the orbit of the Earth, which is something that's pulling you, so you can stop circling around the Earth. But you never have enough gas to get out of the orbit of the sun. But you can see the orbit of the sun, the gravitational force of the sun, where your rocket can halfway get to outside the pull of the sun.
It's pretty much that the reason you can't get out of the orbit is that you're in place by the gravity itself.
Yes. It's kind of like my basic example of getting on a flatbed truck, have it go about 30 miles an hour. You have a tennis ball, not a hard ball, not a softball. You need a tennis ball for this one. You're sitting on the flatbed truck, and like you would in the field, just watch as it comes right back down to your hand. It doesn't swing that way or swing that way. Yes, it may have a little, but that's gravity. It's
like Newton's apple.
Yes,
it falls. You throw it up, it comes down. There's no.
If Newton was in
motion, it doesn't stay. It drops, which is like.
If only Newton had motion, like if Newton was actually on a conveyor belt, and he was watching the apple tree come up, and we would make it fall on Newton's head at the exact moment as he was coming through, he would have a better understanding of how gravity works. We would have rocket science at that moment. We wouldn't have just gravity. We would have rocket science.
Okay, part of this question was to throw a wet tennis ball, the water is thrown in droplets.
Yeah, the spinning tennis ball, the water coming off of it. How come the Earth's spinning the way it does? The water doesn't come off of it. The answer was gravity. Gravity is a very strange force, my friend.
Now the whole flat Earth. Now the whole theory on is Earth flat or is it round? I mean, this discussion has been around for, like I said, since dawn of time.
Now,
Okay.
I can get on their side for a click of a second. Check this one out. Become a light particle. Come off of the sun at nearly light speed. Go past the Earth. You want to know how the Earth would look at you? This would be the Earth. But let me wait for YouTube to catch up with me. Okay. Now, this is how the Earth would look. Just like this.
It'll be a blink of an eye.
It'll be that fast. You'll be flat. And then it'll be back to normal. Now, like I said, become a light particle and come off the sun at near light speed, which is defying almost gravity. It's definitely defying gravity.
Not just gravity, but also physics.
You get the point there. You get the point
Yeah.
there. We're at the edge of physics at that moment. And yes, it's visual perception through speed that will cause the Earth to be for that millisecond as you're passing by it. Yes. Now, getting on their side, yeah, literally, that one photo finish shot right there. Yes, the Earth is flat. I can completely agree with you. The Earth is completely flat in that perception. But you have to be that perception in order for a sphere to seem like a coin.
Yeah. You have to have. If you have
I'm on your
if you,
side. Shit. Like I said,
if you have
I'm completely on their side.
if you have a good eye and perception visually, and you have good 20/20 vision, if those coming at you at the rate of speed, can you see that particle? No, because it's coming at you over Mach 1. No way. unless if you're able to stop time for a moment and let it slow it up a little bit, then you can see it. But see it, you're not going to see it at all because the gravity won't let you do it because it's like
You can't move fast enough past the Earth in order to visually percept that.
unless if you're the Flash.
I don't even think the Flash can hit the speed of light.
No,
Because like he does, he rips through under other dimensions after Mach 7.
I mean, even though he's a comic book character, by any chance, if it happened, he's gone, dude.
Yeah, dude, he'd burn up. His suit wouldn't even be able to take it.
Because even though two sides, two groups are going to argue their case,
Flash going Mach 12, though.
two groups on any theory, whether it's the flat Earth thing, whether it's the revolve around the sun or the evolution and creatism, they're going to argue their case no matter what the situation is or what the theory is. But now, in one case, you got, again, evolution and creatism. What's evolution? Life. Evolved, man. Look at bacteria.
That's biology. A single-cell organism becomes a multi-cell organism. That's evolution.
Look at bacteria. Look at bacteria. It evolves. Diseases evolve. Okay? But creatism is out of the good book. People don't want evolution to be taught because they believe God created the world in 7 days. It's in the Bible. we're talking about scientific facts. That's been
We're talking about knowing there's food in your kitchen instead of having faith that there's food in your kitchen.
yeah. I mean, evolution. Okay, we're part of evolution. Humans evolved from the first out of man, Neanderthal, so on and so forth. Humanity is part of the food chain like any other being on Earth. But there's that one side that would disagree. Okay, we have faith. No problem. You're Catholic, you're Catholic. You're Muslim, you're Muslim. You're Baptist, you're Baptist. We're talking about stuff that is taught in. We're talking about things that should be taught in science classes, like biology, physics, and other part of the science class.
A little bit comes from history. You have to know where to look to know that Neanderthals were wiped out by Homo sapiens. But yeah.
And then you have...
and obviously, since the Neanderthals were so Neanderthalish, they didn't keep records of anything. They obviously wiped out the previous species that was there. So, come on, people. Use your brain. Use your brain. Why is there no half man, half monkeys in middle evolution? That's why.
Because from what we were told since we were knee-high as kids, we come from apes. Well, if we did, wouldn't we be fucking monkeys by now and having half-breeded kids and shit? We're not from apes. We're not from the chimpanzee species there. We are from another evolvement.
Yeah,
Gorillas,
maybe say
monkeys,
that there was an organism on the comet that actually hit the Earth at some point in time, and it infected as it progressed, and that's what caused the change.
Because George Carlin made a good point when he talked about the sanctity of life in one of the shows years ago. And he talked about we shouldn't be burning all this coal. We came from carbon atoms. Billions of years ago, carbon atoms. We are a carbon atom. We are a life being that was created by carbon atoms. We're not. I mean, Zero and I may have beards and shit, but we are human beings, not from the ape family. We are from the carbon atom.
I control a human. I don't know about most of y'all, but I control a human.
You know, I mean,
what seems like a human entity, enough to camouflage myself inside of these sheeple.
I mean, there are so many arguments over these theories, and they could argue. I mean, look at. I'm open-minded. Okay? That's what I am. I'm open-minded.
You're definitely with the Force, though.
Yeah. But I am in the middle. I would like.
You're definitely
I would listen to both sides. Let one side have their case, chill out. Then hear one side argue their case. There's nothing wrong with that. But I do believe, with every being of my soul here, I do believe that evolution should be taught in class. Creatism is religious BS. You have animals evolve. For example, dinosaurs. Dinosaurs, when they died off, over time, new elements of evolution evolved during the Jurassic period until the Ice Age. Dude, you have woolly mammoths that look like a elephant wearing a fur coat. You have a bear, a bear. You have a dire wolf, saber-toothed tiger. Looks like he needs his teeth cleaned, whatever it is. I don't know, but
Those things must have been really fucking good to become extinct, bro, because we ate a lot of them motherfuckers.
yeah.
They must have
And
been really motherfucking good, bro.
you look at animals of today. The gray wolf been around since the Ice Age. There are different wolves: a gray wolf and dire wolf. Dire wolf was a big motherfucker and shit. Well, gray wolf was just look like a dog with gray fur and shit, dude. And then you look at animals of today. How many are extinct? Over 500 species have extinct within the last 300 years. Here in California, we have the California grizzly bear, the California bear. No longer around. It's dead. Why? Because humans wanted to hunt for the fur, hunt for the clawed teeth. No? Man is the most dangerous animal on this planet. They have killed off species to prove themselves to be superior. We're all equal on this big planet, man.
We're
Simple
all
as that.
one race, man.
We're all one. We're all one life on this planet. Whether you're a human being, mammal, bug, whatever it is you are, we all evolved from the very beginning. It may take us over billions and billions of years over time, but here we are. Not just advanced in ways of doing things, but technological. We're all equally advanced here. Without the technology, what are we? We're nothing more than a bunch of tree climbing crap flingers. I do like, but that guy, look. Let's be honest, folks. Let's be very, very honest with ourselves. You can argue your case all you want, but you will meet a individual or a group that would disagree with you totally. But what's the argument? Okay, I believe the Earth's flat. Okay, prove your case. I believe the world's round. Okay, fair enough. Prove your case. I believe the Earth revolves around the sun. Okay, your case. I believe the sun revolves around the Earth. Okay, fair enough. Prove your case. Evolution should be taught in class. Okay, prove your case. Creatism is bullshit. Okay, fair enough. Prove your case. You can argue about it. Okay, all you want. But prove your case. Prove your argument. Lay your cards out on the table. Enough said. You may have your argument, but prove your case. Lay out your card on the table. Don't jump the gun. Don't jump the shark, and surely do not jump the Grand Canyon without parachute. Prove your case. If you can't, but you want to argue it, all you do is arguing over nothing. Which you may try. You may try, but there's going to be somebody else that will probably put their case better than you. But even though you're arguing your case without any cards on the table, prove your case. Prove it. It's a simple. Prove it. If you can't, then your argument is for nothing.
Yeah, like I said, man, you can go out and get the numbers your damn self, figure out how big the fucking Earth is, and figure out like they already know that it's like 500 some miles to get 1 degree curve, and the 2 to 3,000 miles across the United States, you won't even get a 25% curve out of.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing. Like, your argument can't be fulfilled by showing me a 100-mile long bridge and say there's no curve. Like, you dumbass. You want to know the bad thing about flat Earth? Your bridge would look like a crescent moon. Because of the roundness of your flat Earth would make it, literally, from a picture of above, look almost exactly like this. That's how long your 100-mile bridge would look like this if we was living on a coin. Dude, I'm serious.
If I want to see a flat Earth, I'll open a map.
Another thing, you're not thinking three-dimensionally. They can't
No.
visually draw something out because nobody on this fucking planet can see anything higher than 2 dimensions. We only see like this. Whenever we're presented a picture, it's always flat, is it not? You can't see.
Flat, man.
You can't actually technically see the depth of the picture. You can see behind the people in the picture, but you can't see depth of the picture. You can't see depth as I'm sitting here. No, the door is flat at that distance of the picture I am having with my eyes.
I mean, it's just that,
You're not thinking three
I'm not.
dimensional.
I'm not. I mean, if the viewers think the world's flat, I mean, I don't judge, because if you believe the world's flat, the world's flat. It just that you have to prove it, and if you can prove the facts are that the world is flat, then okay, let's see it.
There's a reason why I be neutral on subjects, and you know me, Grandmaster. I'll tell you if I don't know anything about a fucking subject. But things that I research and shit, yeah, I become one-sided, and I become very, very biased whenever I'm one-sided about a subject because I go by facts. I don't go by faith.
No,
That's
it's just that
one major divide.
that's one of the problems that people that's like people believe in. Well, that the feelings can prove more. No, your feelings are your emotions. Emotions actually are one thing. Fact is that proving it fact is you do your research. Okay, for example, if a third party comes up to you, okay, they come up to you and they tell you what, if A comes up to you and says what B told C, okay,
I'd go talk to C and see what the hell is up.
and
that would be the solution to that problem.
true, and they only tell you only bits and pieces and not the whole thing. True, you have to go. Now, it depends on what B or C said. Now, if B said something, then A would say, well, guess what B said? B said this. Okay, now it hasn't been corroborated. Let's go ask C. Okay, hey C, what did B say? A told me this.
And C rattles off the whole fucking story, some of A, some of B.
And what C told D, told D is that, hey, A is full of shit, B is the crap giver, crap slapper, but C here is telling what A and B are, full of shit. So A and B are using what they were partially heard or whatever. But now, emotions and feelings are just part of yourself. It cannot prove anything. Facts don't give a rat's ass about your feelings. Why?
Your feelings and fuck mine too.
Because your feelings become emotional. Anger, sadness, happiness. Those are feelings and emotions. Feelings and emotions there. Okay. Can they prove anything? Yeah. You're whiny, you're bitchy, you're moany, get off the fucking rag. But when you have facts to get your facts, you gotta do your research. Don't get anything from third party. Turn off the TV because news won't tell you shit. Do your own research.
No, the MSN is there to terrorize you. They are there to put a group of people in fear from their actions. This is terrorism. I know exactly what terrorism is. I was charged with terrorism at 17. I will say that again. Terrorism is when your actions cause a group of people to be in fear. They did it with 9/11. They do it with anything that pops up, and they're doing it right now with this fucking coronavirus.
Yeah.
Like 0.005% of the population has been affected. I didn't say die. This is including the deaths, have been affected by the coronavirus. That's 0.005% of 1% of the entire population of the planet. The MSN is terrorizing everyone.
You have a higher rate in dying from the flu than you do with coronavirus. More times than you would the C-19. Because
like I said, whenever we was discussing flat Earth and shit, go do the numbers yourself. Come up with the same fucking problem I did, where it's not even 1/100th of 1% of the planet's population. And then whenever you go do the other fucking countries, you go do your country divided by people who have been affected by it, including the deaths, because that's all affected, included in that. And it's not even 1,000th of 1%, dude. It's like, oh my gosh, look how bad they are terrorizing these.
If you look at the Spanish flu during World War I, okay, right after the war ended, everybody celebrated, came together. It made things worse because on the street, more people got the flu, and it killed hundreds of thousands more. Even after the war ended, it was a biological weapon that killed hundreds and thousands of people. And it was a Spanish flu.
Let's be honest, Grandmaster. If instead of showing hundreds of thousands of people being affected and dying by coronavirus, let's show the percentage of people affected by it compared to the entire population. Let's show that number slowly move as so tiny it fucking is. I'm gonna wait for you to get back from commercial. I'll definitely leave if you're completely frozen.
Okay.
Are you back yet? Hold on, you're not back yet. Try not to leave, man. I really don't want to be up here by myself. You're not back yet, bro. Hold on. Hold on, Grandmaster.
by I think it should be also damn it. I remember. I think also it should be based on each nation. Okay. No,
I think I
we
understand.
haven't started getting
I
that.
think I understand what you're trying to say. Yes, I do agree with you that it should be
Okay,
based on the percentage of population from each nation that has been affected, because that shows you where it's more,
And
where
the
the virus is more spread,
percentage of each city
instead of the numbers from the population. Because if you
in those
only have
states.
600,000 people, but
How many
200,000
virus?
people being affected, that's a higher
How
number. That's a
got-
higher percentage number.
and how many were infected? The ones who died, the ones who recovered, and the ones who were not infected.
I'm taking into account anybody who has been tested positive for coronavirus, and that's the big fucking number. And it still doesn't equal 1/100th of a percentage.
Do those numbers.
No, it still doesn't equal 1/100th of a percentage. I'll do it right now. All right, that's 7.8. So that's good. All right, we'll round this up to 34 million. Divided by 34 million.
600,000 people. What is the percentage of ones who got infected? What is the percentage of the ones that died? 600 out of that 600,000 people. What died? Well, I believe that. The question is, out of the percentage of that 600,000 never.
Right, that's how you do it. You do it this way.
Okay, the four categories.
Yeah. Okay. World population versus 7.8 trillion is world population, and 34 million is a little more, just to get a round number, a little more than the percentage of world population completely affected by the coronavirus. Okay. So we divide 34 million into, we take the little number and we hit the divide sign by 7.8 billion. 7.8 billion. You take 34 million divided by 7.8 billion, and you get 4 thousandths of a percentage. Literally, it says 435897435897444. So it's not even 5 thousandths of a percentage, as I stated earlier. World population versus world affected population. There's the numbers in your face, people. And you're being terrorized by the MSN constantly, daily, all the damn time. Instead of showing 34 million on the fucking screen, why don't you fucking show the number I just spat the fuck out as a percentage of the population affected by? Why don't you show that number growing? Show how minuscule the fucking number technically is. No, because you want to have people in fear. You want to terrorize them. Is exactly what you are doing. And the people that allow this to happen
they're used during World War II. One.
You're still having technical difficulties.
I mean, let's look at Spanish flu during the time of shit. I think they're kind of I think that crazy. I think that Susan Wachiki is having somebody. Shit, man. I did this yesterday, and I was talking about riots in the United States. I watched the 25th anniversary of the LA riots from 91, 92. A documentary, and comparing it to what's going on across the country here now. Jobs lost, business destroyed. I mean, 9 years ago was LA riots. What caused it? The Rodney King beating. Led to 4 in charge, tried and acquitted, which lasted only 6 days of the riots, over $1 billion in damages. A little over 50 people died. And it went from anger over beating of Rodney King to anger over what? I can understand there's anger for many reasons, but the anger was destructive. Homes burned, businesses looted and destroyed, people angry.
I gotta go. I'm sorry, bro. I gotta go.
All right, man. Okay.
All right. Trips, bro.
Trips. All right, folks. That was my good buddy Chris Zero. And I want to thank you guys for watching this video. And please share it. And if you're new to this channel, please leave a like, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell for notification. And if you got this transmission, you are the resistance. I'm Grandmaster Revan. I want to thank you for watching this video. Knowledge is free. Knowledge is power. Please stay healthy and well wise. I love you guys. I'll see you all in the next video. This has been the Anonymous Republic Network. I'm Grandmaster Revan. Peace.